Hi YouTube, so today I'm going to teach you guys how Hmong girls lie. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll post the video down in the info box down below, but if you're Hmong, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. The video is just about these two Hmong sisters who are kind of bashing on Hmong girls who wear makeup or circlets to make their eyes appear bigger. They accuse Hmong girls of lying to guys about how pretty they are or how big their eyes actually are. I'm not trying to say anything bad about those sisters at all because of course everyone has their own opinions, but I think it's just the words they use and how they came across that made it so unacceptable in the younger Hmong community. But with that aside, this video is for my subscribers who want tips on how to make their eyes appear bigger. I have quite a few tips and they all might not work on you, but you guys should try it out to see if it works. This may seem like a lot of tips just to make your eyes appear bigger, but it's actually not, because the more you get it into your daily routine, the more it just seems like it's nothing. So some of these tips you probably might know already because other people of course give the same tips, but I just wanted to include it here for a whole conclusive video. As I'm going through these tips, some of them might seem like they won't have any effect on your eyes at all, but trust me, it actually really makes a big difference. So tip number 1, use a light concealer around your eyes because it brightens up the area and it moves the focus to your eyes, which is definitely what you want. Tip number 2, after you're finished with your eye makeup, just use like a white or champagne color eyeshadow or liner to put on your lower waterline because putting black eyeshadow definitely makes your eyes look smaller. Tip number 3, apply eyeshadow on your lower lashes because it makes your eyes seem like it has more places or more space to apply eyeshadow. Tip number 4, apply your eyeshadow past the end of your eye. The more you extend it, the bigger your eyes will look. But with certain eye shapes, there's a limit to how much you can actually extend your eyeshadow, so you're just going to have to play around and find out what your limit is. Tip number 5, apply a shimmery eyeshadow always to your inner corner. Tip number 6, keep the dark eyeshadows on the outer third because that will leave the inner 2/3 light and it will make your eyes appear bigger. Related to tip number 6, tip number 7 is to not apply dark eyeshadow across your whole lid because it would definitely make your eyes look darker and smaller. Tip number 8, always apply a light colored eyeshadow on your lid and then finish it with a dark color in the crease because this will definitely make your eyes appear bigger and more dimensional. Tip number 9, if you can, try to fake a crease with your eyeshadow. Tip number 10, create a winged eyeliner every time you finish your eye makeup because the winged eyeliner makes your eyes appear longer and that of course helps your eyes look bigger. Also, the bigger you want your eyes, the more you want to extend your cat line, but of course, like with extending your eyeshadow, there's a limit to what your eye shape can take. Tip number 11, when you're using eyeliner on the bottom, only put it on your lash line, and if you want your eyes to be bigger, even apply it onto your lash line and then fill it in also lower than your lash line, and that will definitely give you a bigger eye. When you're applying on the lower lash, only take it halfway. Don't take it all the way because that will close up your eyes and make it appear smaller. Tip number 12, as you are applying your eyeliner, make it thin on the inner corners, and as you're going out to the end of your eye, make it a lot thicker. Tip number 13, if you're going to wear false eyelashes, then use more natural eyelashes because dramatic eyelashes can weigh your eyelid down a lot and it will make your eyes appear a lot smaller. Tip number 14, when you're shopping for false eyelashes, look for flared eyelashes that are shorter on the inner corner and longer on the outer corner. So instead of flared eyelashes, you can use the half eyelashes that you just apply at the end of your eyes. Finally, tip number 15, this is for more round eyes. When you're applying your false eyelashes, follow your own eyelashes only until about the last outer third, and then after that, on your outer third, you are going to just take it straight across and you're not going to follow your eye shape at all. And this will make your eyes seem bigger and less round. Okay, so this is my eye look for today, and I just want to show you guys a couple of the tips that I mentioned and that I always use. So as I said in tip number 1, when I was doing my foundation, I put a lighter concealer around my eye. Tip number 2, I put a champagne colored eyeshadow on my lower waterline. And tip number 3, I applied eyeshadow on my lower lashes. Tip number 4, I applied eyeshadow past the end of my eye, and I actually went past it a lot, like that much. Tip number 5, I have a shimmery inner corner. Tip number 8 is to use a lighter color on your lid and a darker color on your crease, and that is what I did. I don't have any dark color at all on my lid, on my very tiny little lid, but I don't have any dark color on it at all, and I just darkened up my crease, and that complements my eyes a lot. Also follow tip number 12, which is to create a thicker liner at the end of your eye. So as you can see, it's a lot thinner on the inner corner, and it comes out to be very thick on the outside. Tip number 11, I only did the bottom liner halfway. And tip number 10, I created a winged eyeliner. Tip number 13, I have on some pretty natural lashes. Well, they're not natural, but I only have on the half one where you put on the outer half. And then following tip number 15, I didn't follow the shape of my eye. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a space between my actual eyelash and the fake eyelashes. That is basically everything I have discovered about trying to make your eyes appear bigger. So I hope this video helps a lot of you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video.